There's a pretty one, Ulysses. There it is.
Hello BookTube, I'm Sean the Book Maniac. Welcome back to my channel. Here I am with my TBR for the Queer Lit Readathon happening next month, June 2nd to 8th. And it is being hosted by Kathy Trithart, Rogan Shannon, and Yvette of Book Cave. They have come up with a fabulous bingo card. Are you excited, Adam? And I am going to do my own thing for this because I have a stack of queer fiction, especially, that I'm dying to read, and I will I hope to read 4. June 2nd to the 8th is not reasonable for me, and June is Gay Pride Month, so I'm going to just read over the course of the month instead of just over that week. I will tell you about the books that I have. I'm going to put links to the Kathy's announcement video, and then on her announcement video there's all kinds of stuff for Twitter account, Instagram, etc., the other co-hosts, an A to Z of Queer Lit playlist. So all kinds of resources there. So the first one, and I am delighted at the timing, and I haven't actually checked with my buddy reader, so I won't name him yet, but I'm going to be checking with him. Ocean Vuong's debut novel, it's not his debut book, but it's his debut novel, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, drops on June 4th. At least it does in Tokyo. So I have a plan to buddy read it, and I'm hoping that we can do it in June. And that certainly ticks off a bunch of boxes, and I loved his poetry, Night Sky with Exit Runes, one of the best books of poetry I've ever read. Early reviews have been fabulous for the novel. I can't wait. On Scribd, I have an ebook of a gay novel. It has 2 titles. The American title was Cody, and the author's Keith Hale, but it was first published in Amsterdam, and in English the title was Clicking Beat on the Brink of Nada. I like that title much better. I'll find out why it was called that. It's set in Arkansas, but it was first published in Amsterdam under that title, Clicking Beat on the Brink of Nada. And look at that cover. Talk about clickbait. So I have it on Scribd. I remember hearing about it a little bit when I was around this age and looked like that, except for the blonde hair, but I did have hair. And actually what I've heard more recently is that it's got a certain literariness to it, so I'm anxious to check that out finally. I've had this memoir sitting on my shelf unread for several years now. Visits by Peter Robbins. Love the cover. I've done so many book tags where I have a chance to put this book in front of the camera and talk about it, and I have never read it. Peter Robbins was I'd never heard of him. I think he was a BBC journalist or something. This is a memoir of his pre-war childhood, and it's got a really raunchy quote on the back from the memoir that makes me want to read it. So I really want to get to it. It's short. I'm gonna get to it for this readathon. The rest of them, those 3 are top priority, and that's 3. I'm hoping to read 4 books, probably maximum, and I'll be lucky if I can get to 4, because I'm also doing the Middle Eastern readathon and doing BookTube Prize judging and other commitments, buddy reads, etc. One of the buddy reads, so sorry that I'm all over the place, but welcome to my life. One of the buddy reads is a lesbian novel. I don't know how lesbian it is, but it's certainly by a lesbian writer. The Magnificent Spinster by May Sarton, originally published in 1985, apparently. And I'm doing this as a buddy read with Heidi of My Reading Life. And again, I don't know how lesbian the novel is, but the author was. So there's our 4. If I get those done, I'm good, but, you know, things have a way of changing, and I have a way of bailing, so let me, in a much less detailed way, show you the rest of my pile of possibilities. I have this gay novel, Tim and Pete, by James Robert Baker. I poo-pooed it for years as just being kind of a beach read, rather than serious literary fiction, which is all I read, by the way. But I've since heard, though, I should give it a try, so I bought it with that in mind, and here it is. It was originally published in the mid-1990s. This is an old gay novel by Rose Alatini, Despised and Rejected. Originally published in 1918, 101 years ago. This is a gay novel from the 1990s that I never got around to reading, and apparently it's really good. American Studies by Mark Merlis. Apparently it's very sad, and that works for me. What's Left of the Night by Eric Soteropoulos is a novel based on... Look at that cover. I want to read the cover. It's a novel based on the gay poet Cavafy and his crazy love and or sex life. So that sounds pretty interesting. Down the Hume by Peter Paulides, a gay Greek-Australian novelist. And this is about the protagonist has a whole bunch of addictions and tragic love for a violent man. I don't know if this would be for me, but I have it. I should try it. This is a collection of stories by a gay African-American writer from Houston, Texas, Lot, by Brian Washington. The early reviews of this were overwhelmingly positive. The last two reviews of this were, one was a bail and one was very, very negative, so I'm going to try it, maybe next month. And I have another lesbian novel on my shelf. Eleanor, or The Rejection of the Progress of Love by Anna Moschofagis. And I don't know anything about it. I bought it on a whim at the bookstore here in Tokyo, and it's got a lesbian theme. That's all I need to know about it. So that's what I got. What do you got? Are you joining in? You should join in. Even if you stretch it out over the month. I mean, every day should be Gay Pride Day, right? Thanks for watching.